From behind the camera to reading you your daily news, there are many different roles at Broncos Broadcasting Network. Today, Samaya takes you behind the scenes to look at our anchoring crew.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News, and today we're in the studio to give you guys a behind the scenes of the anchor's routine.
To do like the anchoring process, it's pretty simple. Like usually you're gonna get handed your script. Usually it has like all the information of what you're about to be saying. And then you head into the green screen room, you get your lavalier on, and basically you have this teleprompter in front of you, which is kind of like a guide of what to say and when to say. And there's always multiple takes that are involved. Everybody makes mistakes. And I think it's like a really good experience to work in a setting that requires you to, be in front of a camera and present yourself. With many times you undoubtedly get used to it. You always make mistakes, but it's a good experience that no matter how many times you do it, always, gives you a positive outlook. Well, for me personally, I think that anchoring can be, in a ways, both really kind of exciting once you get it right and absolutely terrifying. Because usually sometimes when I'm like reading the long parts and I'm like, oh my God, am I going to forget a word? Am I going to mess this whole thing up? And my body just moves I feel my body like move forward. I kind of have that like nervous reaction, but always try it. It's always like okay at the end.
So normally before we even start recording the videos or even getting into this room that's here behind us, normally we usually get our scripts handed to us and we like to take a look through them just to see what we're going to be talking about in the newscasts. And normally sometimes there may be some little errors that we need to fix every now and then, but usually it's a pretty good experience in order to make some of the news for the school here. I'd say it's a pretty fun thing because it's kind of different. You don't feel like you're being watched, but you also know that a bunch of people are going to be watching you. So it can be kind of nerve-wracking a little bit from here and there, but I usually use like, hey, it's going to work out. It's going to be fine. People are going to like this. It's the daily news. Make sure to get it right and just to have fun while doing it, honestly. When the camera's rolling, it can be a little bit, as Nathan had said, it can be a little bit scary from time to time because whenever you start messing up, you just kind of start thinking like, oh no, how many tries am I going to have to do? How many retakes am I going to have to do? And it's get very nervous as well. I don't really show it though because I use confidence as my way to say, hey, I got this. I can do it. It's going to be a fun thing. Also during the recording process, it can feel kind of weird, especially with having a camera in front of you. But over time, you just kind of get used to having the camera there and you almost kind of completely forget about it. So whenever you're sitting there reading the teleprompter, it's just kind of a sit there and read type situation. So I find it pretty easy now.
I'm Samaya with the BBN News.